Evan Bentley, reporter for Campus Connection tonight, a student here at Arkansas, telling us more about Dominic Ficacello.
Well, guys, freshman first baseman Dominic Ficacello actually leads this Arkansas team in batting average and RBIs, but Coach Dave Van Horn expected big things out of him this year. Kyle Lee's been singing to Dixon Street for 4 years and 7 months. But like his songs say, it's finally time to move on.
Ladies and gentlemen.
5 cups of coffee, or 1 Four Loko. While the game at Auburn is a homecoming of sorts for Ambrose, he insists that this is just one more game to try and play his hardest and win. Ambrose's strong start this season serves as notice to coaches all over the nation that sometimes the players you need are right in your own backyard. Good evening, Liz. The rain tried to keep spring from reaching northwest Arkansas, but that would not be the case. Today, the 29th year for the event. All right, it's game time. We're about to go into the stadium. Unfortunately, I can't take you with us, but we will see you on the other side. Hopefully the Hogs win. This was a huge win for Arkansas. While the Razorbacks are out of SEC championship contention, a possible BCS Bowl still hangs in the balance. Baseball is a statistics-driven sport, where all that matters is batting average, wins, and losses. But today, there were no strikeouts, and there were no errors. Just a lot of smiles, and a lot of home runs. At the end of the game, the scoreboard read 20-16, but I doubt anyone here could tell you that. Maybe you've never thought about creating your own garden. Well, consider this. Growing more greens outside your house could lead to more green growing inside your pockets. The spot that I'm standing in outside of Grubbs is normally a hot commodity for those looking for a short walk to their Dixon Street destination. But now it is known as spot 604, Lincolnberry Jam or Jarlsberg cheese, or Lefse crisps with goat cheese, which I'm about to try. Oh, and it's good. Voter turnout has been very good. One person saying that other than the presidential races, they've never seen it this crowded. The first Spikes Blues and Barbecue rally was held 10 years ago with over 300 riders attending. Starting tomorrow, thousands of people will begin to flood into the northwest Arkansas area, most of them rolling right through where I'm standing here on Dixon Street.
It's Evan Bentley reporting.
Reporting for KNWA. For UATV, I'm Evan Bentley reporting. If you hang around Kyle Emsall, it's going to be fast, it's going to be intense, and it's going to be loud. But depending on what time of day you catch him, will determine what you're going to hear. Every Friday and Saturday night, Kyle Emsall sets up on the steps of the Walton Arts Center, plugs in his Fender Stratocaster into amps powered by a speedboat battery, and becomes Kyle Lee.
When I get off work, I'd play my guitar and I'd write tunes. And it was basically blues and, you know, my influences, which is, you know, a lot of the 80s, late 80s hair band stuff that I liked. And I just kind of mixed the blues and that together and come up with my own style.
Kyle Lee doesn't wait for you to notice him. He lives hard, and his style of play reflects that, grabbing and forcefully holding the attention of whoever happens to be passing by, with wild headbanging and screams that come straight from his heart.
Mainly what I'm singing about is mainly the heart and soul of a man that's without his woman or, you know, searching for his purpose in life. I try to sing about, you know, my dreams, my hopes, and, you know, how I feel, and, you know, basically, that's it.
This corner has been good to Kyle, and on this corner he's discovered the secret to success. But he dreams of more.
I always had a dream to, you know, to be something, to be somebody, to do you know, to do a professional entertainment show. What I discovered is the only way you're going to be able to do that is by writing your own tunes and, you know, just being yourself. You know, if it don't work, it don't work, but at least you're doing what you want to do.
So while he has enjoyed being the in-between bars entertainment for the patrons of Dixon Street, Kyle Lee thinks it may be time for him to get his show on the road.
I'm ready to move on and get off this street corner. I don't want to overstay my welcome. You know, and 4 years and 7 months out here every weekend, snow, rain, heat, I think it's time to move on.
Kyle Lee's been singing to Dixon Street for 4 years and 7 months. But like his songs say, it's finally time to move on.
Ladies and gentlemen. partner to the right here. Name is Evan Bentley. And I want to shout out this is Evan Bentley reporting live down here. This is my last verse. I'm leaving you behind.
The recent trend in drinking is to combine alcohol with energy drinks. Four Loko makes that easy by pre-mixing the two for consumers like college student Garrett King.
You really only got so long from when you start drinking to when you get kind of sleepy. So the ability to extend that out with caffeine is great.
At 12% alcohol, Four Loko, a malt liquor beverage with added guarana, taurine, and caffeine, is strong enough to be nicknamed blackout in a can, and thus has drawn the attention of the FDA, which has ordered the drinks off the shelves. With the increase in popularity of mixing alcoholic and energy drinks, students are trying to find newer and more efficient ways of creating these beverages. So, to get the desired effect, one could drink about 5 beers and 5 cups of coffee, or 1 Four Loko. And with the current formula of Four Loko being discontinued to avoid an FDA ban, demand for the product has only increased.
Once the FDA came out and like there's big publicity about how bad it was for you, then like everyone started coming in and buying cases at a time. Demand skyrocketed.
A lot of that had to do with, you know, your parents call you and they say, don't drink this. I heard about this on the news, and you know, as we all do, as soon as you get done talking to your parents telling you not to do something, you go directly to the store to buy that thing they told you not to do.
And when it can't be found at the local stores, don't count out the lengths that some will go to obtain it.
It was Sunday and we couldn't, you know, you can't buy alcohol on Sundays in Texas. So I called a friend of mine who is from a state that you may know called Missouri, and he, which is the holy grail of alcohol sales, to be completely honest. And I had him get a case for me.
It doesn't really taste necessarily good, but it's the negative publicity that got actually made it. Everyone wants it now because we've heard how crazy this thing can be.
But King knows that soon the supply will run out.
I mean, I'm sure that eventually we won't be able to. I mean, you're probably right. You will kind of have to go back to what we did before. You know, I mean, we'll be okay.
For UATV, I'm Evan Bentley, reporting.
Now up for the Rangers and White Sox. Give it up for Leslie.
Hi, Leslie.
Baseball players across the nation have taken to the fields this spring, but the real all-stars were playing Saturday morning in Springdale.
Today is our first game of the season for spring with Miracle League. Children with any kind of diagnosis or special needs can play. They're paired with a buddy, one-on-one, a volunteer, and so they get to bat. Everyone gets on base. Everyone, the last batter in the inning gets a home run, and then they get to play in the field. So it's very cool. Yeah.
The Miracle League provides children with that chance they've been longing for, to play like the other kids.
He has gone with us always to see his siblings play sports, and the very first day, the opening day last fall, when we walked down here to the field, he knew that it was his turn, and that's what he said. He said, Luke's turn. You go!
In this league, the only rules are to have fun, and the more outlandish the celebrations, the better.
We did real good.
It's fun to get out and play with other kids that has like special needs and just play baseball.
It's just all about them having fun and being successful at playing baseball.
But of course, it wouldn't be a real game without baseball's most time-honored tradition.
2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Baseball is a statistics-driven sport, where all that matters is batting average, wins, and losses. But today, there were no strikeouts, and there were no errors. Just a lot of smiles, and a lot of home runs. At the end of the game, the scoreboard read 20-16, but I doubt anyone here could tell you that.